Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
First-time questions about what oil filter is better to choose, where to buy it, arise before the happy owner of a new car already a few months after the end of the warranty period of the renewal. Many companies produce this node for different car models, and each manufacturer praises its products, offers to take it. To understand which manufacturer is better, and consciously choose its products, you need to know the device of the filter and how it works. At the same time, if you want to change the oil in the engine yourself, it turns out that you also need a puller. Of course, it is much easier to choose a puller. You need to look at the location of the filtration unit. Decide from where it is more convenient to unscrew it and, based on this, choose a puller of suitable design. Before taking it, you should consult with owners of cars of the same model as yours, who change oil with their own hands. The simplest universal puller is a chain attached to a handle with a hook. A universal puller is good because it fits any model. A puller that fits only one model is usually more convenient than a universal puller. You should get a universal puller if you change cars often. Oil filter design. Metal housing. Filter element, often called a curtain. Cleans the oil from soot and engine wear products. It is a sheet material rolled into a cylinder, the side surface of which is folded, accordion, to increase the area. It is usually made of thick paper impregnated with special substances that include phenol formaldehyde resins. Rubber check valve. Prevents oil from flowing back into the oil pan when the motor is not running. Housing cover. Serves to seal the housing and fasten the product to the cylinder block. It also contains the oil inlet and outlet holes. Rubber sealing ring. For sealing the interface between the filter and the cylinder block. Relief valve. It is needed in case the filter element becomes so dirty that the oil pressure after it is too low. Or in winter, when oil thickened by severe frost is not pumped through the filter element. Then the valve will open to let the oil bypass. This will prevent the engine from running with insufficient oil pressure. So how can you determine when it starts to fail? As the filter becomes dirty, the quality of the oil filtration increases, but the same along with it increases its resistance to flow. Therefore, the oil pressure after the filter will drop. When it becomes very low, the filter bypass valve will open and direct the oil flow to bypass the curtain. As the relief valve opens, the oil is no longer cleaned of dirt by the filter. The engine then begins to run on dirty oil, making it wear out many times over. From this we can conclude that the filter can be considered to have failed as soon as its relief valve opens for reasons unrelated to low oil temperature. Why do filters differ? According to the experts of the editorial board of the edition, filters of different manufacturers have significant differences in uptime due to the influence of the following factors: the amount of paper, the quality of laying the curtain, its density and structure, the setting parameters of the relief valve and the quality of its manufacture. Testing. The laboratory of the publication tested oil filters of several brands. They assessed the resistance that the filter offered to the oil flow at different stages of contamination. A pair of filters from each manufacturer was taken for testing. One filter from each pair was opened and the pressure required to open the relief valve was measured. The others were put on the test bench. Beforehand, the oil pressure without filter element in the filter housing was measured on the test bench. This was done in order to know the pressure drop introduced by a clean filter. Next, the oil pressure was measured with new and clean competitors. The oil was then contaminated with a mixture of metal powder with dust and dense organic matter. The amount of these substances was calculated by analyzing the used oil. The dirt was added to the oil in equal volumes at intervals so that the filter had time to strain it out, after which the oil pressure was measured each time. To minimize test time, the test was completed slightly before the pressure behind the curtain dropped to a sufficient level to open the relief valve. Test results. The test results are as follows. Bosch P. The only disadvantage is the far from low price. Mol OC 384. Longest life, but not the best filtration. Low price, plus good workmanship. Livni 2105-10120005. Large filtration area. The resource because of this is greater than that of many promoted brands. The design leaves much to be desired. Nevsky filter NF05M. The curtain is large, thick and dense. Filtration is good, but a small resource. Superfilter. Filtration is good except for oil decomposition products. Resource is above average. Champion C. Very dense paper laying, because of this on dusty roads reduces the resource. From pH above average at a low price. Hengst H12W05. Above average parameters, but can be a bit pricey. Tutela 33 for foot X16 UNF. Good life and good filtration, but the opening pressure of the relief valve is 2.5 times higher than the others. Therefore, in frost until the engine warms up there may be a lack of pressure. For such a filter the price is very high. Mechanic MFSM 237. Excellent filtration and low price make it suitable for worn workhorse motors. Finwale LF105. It has a good life, but poorly separates oil decomposition products, so it is not suitable for high mileage motors. Goodwill OG410. Stable inexpensive product with a small resource. It is undesirable to use with oil with a long life. Phenom FN994. Good life low price. Small area of the curtain. NAC genuine parts 2 to 8,833. The material spent on the filter element is not much, so the resource is small, and other parameters are not on excellent. How to unscrew the oil filter. The sealing rubber ring of the filter sticks to the plane of the cylinder block during engine operation. So to unscrew the filter, you need a puller. If you haven't bought an oil filter puller yet, and the time to change the oil has already come, wrap a strip of large old cloth-based sandpaper around the housing with abrasive to metal and unscrew it with your hands. Sometimes this simple trick helps. Oil filter design. Oil filter principle of operation. Which oil filter is better? Finwale LF105. In conclusion, choosing the best oil filter for your car is essential for maintaining engine health and performance. Consider factors such as compatibility with your vehicle, the type of oil you use, and the filter's efficiency ratings. Whether you opt for a premium brand or a budget-friendly option, always prioritize quality and reliability. Regularly changing your oil filter, along with your oil, will help ensure your engine runs smoothly for years to come. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.